Welcome to our body weight, upper body, and core workout this week. We are going to really focus on our form for our push-ups by doing incline push-ups. So all you need this week is a chair, okay, for this workout today. I'm going to go through the exercises for our first round, and then we'll get into our warm-up. So we have 3 exercises. Each exercise is 30 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, and we're starting off with 3 sets. So we're going to place our hands on the chair. We're going for incline push-ups. Okay, as we go through the first exercise, I'll walk you through a little bit more what this looks like, okay, and what possible corrections you may need throughout the exercise. Exercise number 2, we're keeping our hands on the chair. You're going to bring your knee forward, come up to your tippy toes of the other leg, and then you're going to send the leg back, okay? So we're not rocking, okay? We want to keep our upper body in one straight line. Okay, so just the leg is moving, and then the third exercise is going to be the other leg, all right? 3 exercises, 3 sets in a row. Let's start with our warm-up. If you got your watch, don't forget to turn it on. And let's do it. Taking some nice deep breaths. Remember, our first run in the warm-up is a little bit more loose. Just want to get the blood circulating. And we're going to take it down for 10 squats. Warming up all those joints. Get your arms moving with you. If you're a little bit sore from a lower body workout this week, these squats are also going to help you loosen up those muscles. And when you finish 10, take it right back up to running in place. And this time you can pump your arms a little bit more, get those knees a little bit higher. Deep breaths. Fill your lungs with air. And we're going to take it down for 10 more squats. More. Okay, awesome. So I'm reminding you our first round is all incline, all done on the chair. If you feel like your chair's slipping, just place it up against a wall, okay? So again, we're starting with 30 seconds work, 10 seconds rest. Our first exercise is an incline push-up. Prepare yourselves. Hands are placed on the chair. 3, 2, 1, and we're going for push-ups. Down and lift. Okay, so you're going to keep going here and just pay attention to what I'm saying. Making sure you're not sticking your butt out, okay? Rotate those hips underneath you, squeeze in the belly, and then you're going to open up your elbows to the side on a diagonal and press back up, okay? So making sure that we're not just doing sloppy half push-ups. You really want to push yourself to get as low as you can and come up, okay? Give those wrists a rest. Next, we're going into our single leg climber. Same thing here. Keep your body in one straight line and begin. Knee comes forward towards the chest. Come up to your tippy toes of the other leg and then send this leg straight back behind you. Don't rock back, okay? Keep those shoulders over the wrist. Knee, tippy toes, and leg goes back. Knee, tippy toes, leg goes back. 5 more seconds. 2, 1. Okay, 10 seconds rest. You can come up, give your wrist a circle, taking it to the other side. 3, 2, 1, go. Knee, tippy toes, send it back. No rocking. Keep your body weight forward. Forward. Toes. Good. Forward. tippy toes. 10 more seconds. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Okay, great. We're going into set number 2, back into these push-ups. Pay attention to your form. 3, 2, 1. Leading with the chest and push it back up. Keep it going. I don't care how many push-ups you do. I care more about your form and that you're going deep, okay? 10 mini little push-ups isn't gonna do anything. I prefer you do 3 really deep, exact push-ups. This is also gonna help you with your form and your push-ups on the floor and just generally build up your upper body strength. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going into the climbers now. Single leg. 3, 2, 1. Knee comes forward. Tippy toes. Send that leg back. Don't rock those hips. You're going to see here that my hip and shoulder always stay in that same line. Knee. Tippy toes. Send the leg back. Now I want to add in your breathing. Exhale. Long, deep exhale. And send it back. If you're breathing correctly, you're going to feel those abs start to shake and release. Okay, we're going into the other side. Single leg climbers on the other leg. 3, 2, 1, go. Forward. Tippy toes, back. Exhale. Inhale, the leg goes back. Exhale. Inhale, the leg goes back. 10 more seconds. 5 seconds. 1. Okay. Roll out those wrists. We're going into set number 3. Only a minute and a half of work left. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Bend those elbows on the diagonal. Push it back up. Deep as you can. Push it back up. 10 more seconds. 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. I hope you really felt that one, that last one. Okay, now we're going into our single leg climber. 3, 2, body in one straight line. Rotate those hips. Knee comes forward. Exhale. Send the leg back. Exhale. Send the leg back. This is a great exercise for those inner abs, for your pelvic floor. 7 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, going into our last exercise of this round. Definitely feeling those arms starting to burn already. 3, 2, 1, go. Knee, tippy toes, send it back. Tippy toes, send it back. 15 more seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we have a minute of rest, okay? This might feel a little bit long, especially because we have less cardio happening today, but I want you to properly recover in your arms, have recovery time, so that way in your next round, you'll be able to give it your all, okay? So I'm just gonna show you in your recovery time, the exercises for round number 2. We're gonna start in a plank. You're gonna lift your hips up towards the ceiling into a downward dog. Right hand comes as far down the left leg as possible. Come back into your plank, and then you're gonna take it to the other side. Left hand to right leg, okay? So we're alternating arms there. Exercise number 2, we have commandos. So we're starting on our hands. We're coming down to our elbows, coming back up to plank. Here as well, we're alternating, okay? And then exercise number 3, we're going back to our chair and we're doing dips. Okay, so this is gonna be for the triceps, bend those elbows and extend. More advanced, you keep those legs straight. A little note right before we start this round, you might be feeling your wrists, okay? If you're not feeling them yet, you might start feeling them in this round. That's totally normal. We're just not necessarily used to being on our wrists all the time. And so really try to work rolling out your wrists, and it'll pass after the workout, okay? So we're gonna get started. You're in your plank. We're going for our alternating reach backs. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, begin. Lift those hips up to downward dog. Right arm goes as far down the left leg as possible. Come back to plank and alternate left arm to right leg. Don't rush through these, okay? I want you to really come over, pull those shoulders back and front over the wrist. Feel the belly fire up when you hit this plank, and then reach it back again. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Coming down for rest. We're going into commandos, okay? So we're going down to our elbows and back up to the wrist. 3, 2, 1, go. Right elbow, left elbow. Right hand, left hand. Now the left side. Left elbow, right elbow. Left hand, right hand. Alternating. Right, left. Take it back up, right, left. If you're struggling here, you bring your knees down to the mat, keep those hips rotated underneath you, and you do these from your knees. 4, 3, 2, 1. Taking it up to our tricep dips on our chair. Okay, so hands or fingertips are facing forward. Okay, you're gonna bring your knees forward. Okay, you want a 90-degree angle here in the knees. Bend those elbows back behind you. Press, exhale, extend. If you're going for the advanced, your legs are straight out in front of you. Another thing I want to note, you guys are going to keep going, is that making sure you're focusing when you're extending your arms on this part, okay, on your muscles, using that muscle. Think about it. The mind is connecting to what the body's doing. More effective. That's it. Going back to our reach backs. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Hips, opposite hand to leg. Come back to your plank. Opposite hand to leg. Come back to your plank. Looking back behind you. When you come to your plank, looking in between your hands. Looking back behind you. Come back forward in between your hands. 7 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, resting it out. We're going into our commandos. Again, either full plank or on your knees. I'm starting with modified version to show you guys. 3, 2, 1. Modified, you start in your plank. From here, you bring your knees down to the ground. Rotate those hips, squeeze your glutes, and then you come down to your elbows. Okay, we don't want to do these this way. No booty sticking out. Rotate it underneath you. Coming down, elbow comes underneath the shoulder. When you come back up, bring that wrist underneath the shoulder. Okay, we don't want any hands out in front of us. 2, 1, and we're taking it up to the chair. Going into our dips. 3, 2, 1, go. Elbows bend back behind us. Exhale, extend. Remember that muscle that you're focusing on. Inhale down, exhale up. Again, no half little dips, okay? We want full capacity here. 7 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Going back into our reach backs. This is set number 3. 1.5 minutes of work, then you got your recovery. 2, 1, go. Reach it back. Back to your plank. Keep it up. 10 more seconds. You can do this. 7 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Going into our commandos. Okay, I'm doing the more advanced version here with the knees off the ground. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, even if your knees are off the ground, something to note, don't leave your hips up in the air when you go down to your elbows. Keep them rotated underneath you. Okay, your elbows go down, your hips come with you. You come back up, your hips come back up with you. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, last exercise in this round. Going into our tricep dips. 3, 2, 1, go. Inhale, exhale. Bend those elbows back. I know it's burning. I know your shoulders are burning. 10 more seconds to go. Focus on your breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Okay, minute of recovery. I'm going to walk you through our next round. Our next round, we are combining all the exercises we did from the beginning until the end. Okay, so now we're doing 6 exercises in a row, starting with our incline push-up. Then we have our single leg mountain climber, the second leg. Then we go into our reach backs, commandos, and our dips. Okay, 6 exercises in a row, and we're doing 2 sets in a row. Okay, you with me? You can do this. Shake it out. You can get a sip of water if you need. Still have about 30 more seconds recovery time. Okay, we want to give it all we want to give it our all here. Okay, 15 seconds, we're getting started. A few deep breaths. You can connect your hands, roll out the wrist a bit if you want. Okay, starting with our incline push-ups in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, I know your arms might be shaking, they might be hurting. Good pain, muscle hurting. That's okay. You just gotta focus. Remember, it's only 30 seconds of work for each exercise. Focus on your breathing, focus on your form. And remember, I care less about the number of reps you can do in the 30 seconds here and more about you going to your full capacity. 3, 2, 1. Okay, going into those single leg mountain climbers. 3, 2, 1. Shoulders over the wrist, hips pulled underneath you, knee, tippy toes, send that leg back. Knee, tippy toes, send that leg back. For my more advanced people, if you feel like you've got your form down, push through, okay? You can speed all of this up a little bit more than I'm doing, as long as you keep your form. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, taking it to leg number 2. So you're already almost halfway through the first set. This goes pretty quickly. 3, 2, 1, go. Knee, tippy toes, back. Knee, tippy toes, back. Exhale. Good, 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 7, 3, 2, 1. Going into our reach back. 3, 2, 1. Hips go up. Right arm to left leg. Come back into your plank. Take it to the other side. Ten more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, going into our commandos. Give those wrists a roll. 2 exercises left in this set. 3, 2, 1, go. Don't sacrifice your form. Take these slow if you need to. If you feel like you're doing them correctly, then speed up the process. For those of you on your knees, don't let your hips come back behind you. Keep your hips rotated underneath you. They also come down with you towards the ground and they push back up. 7 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, going into our dips. This is the last exercise in the first set. 3, 2, 1, go. Elbows and up. Another important thing I wanted to note here, make sure your legs aren't too far behind you, too far out in front of you. You want to make sure that your hips, okay, are pretty close and your back are pretty close to the chair here. Okay, 90-degree angle in the knees. And if your legs are straight, same thing. Keep your back close to the chair. 3, 2, 1. Okay, set number 2. This is our last set. We can do this. Roll it out. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Only 3 minutes of work. Inhale down, exhale up. Don't let those hips come back, guys. Keep them rotated underneath you. Laser focus. 10 more seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, going into those single leg mountain climbers. Pull everything in, closed in. Close your ribs. 3, 2, 1. Breathe, exhale. That leg goes back. If you focus on long, deep breathing, stare at some sort of point on the chair, on the floor, the time's gonna pass much faster. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, going to the other leg, other side. 3, 2, 1, go. Exhale. Twenty more seconds. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, do it. Down into our reach backs. 3 exercises, 1.5 minutes of work. 3, 2, 1, go. Back, bring it forward. Back, bring it forward. 10 more seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, commandos, 2 exercises left. This is your last big push. Both exercises are laser focused on our triceps. 3, 2, 1, go. Just focus on how tight and toned your arms are going to be after this workout. Bring that wrist back under the shoulder. No sacrificing our form. No rushing through. You can do this. 10 more seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Going into dips. You made it through. This is our last exercise. 3, 2, 1. Go. Inhale. Exhale. Don't rush through these either. Focus. 10 more seconds. 7, 3, 2, 1, and done. Nice. Shake it out. You can move your chair out of the way. We are already going into upper body. See how quick that was? Upper body. I mean abs. We're going into abs. Okay, for ab exercises today, each exercise is 1 minute of work. That's a long time. You're going to keep working throughout the minute, and I'm going to walk you through and speak a lot about how to engage your abs and engage your core throughout the exercise. Then you have 15 seconds rest, and I'll lead you on to the next exercise. So grab your mat, lay down on your back. I'm just switching up our timer here. So we've got 1 minute of work, 15 seconds rest. Okay, our first exercise is going to be a reverse crunch. So we're on our back, knees are at 90, hands are pressing down into the mat at the sides of our body. We're lifting our hips up and back, and then slowly control. The hips come back to the ground, knees come back to 90. Here we go. We're starting in 10. Knees up. Pull those hips under you, belly in, ribs down, and begin. Hips go up and back. Slowly control that release. Knees come to 90. Up and back. Knees come to 90. Okay, keep it going. I'm going to walk you through some stuff. When you come back down, don't flop and don't let your knees come past, okay? Because when they come past that 90-degree angle, we're actually losing our hips, okay? We're not holding the hips in and towards the ground. In and up. Slowly release. 90 degrees. Okay, all these ab exercises as well, there's no reason to rush through them. Exhale. The slower we go, the more you're correctly engaging your abs and the more effective this is going to be. 7 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Next, we're going into our core stability check. We're going to place the opposite hand to the knee, press them against each other, squeeze your abs down to the ground. And when I say switch, you switch. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale. Press the knee and the hand against each other. Pull your ribs down to the ground. Pull the belly button down and close. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Feel those abs shaking. This is what we always want to feel. Keep using your breath, long inhales and deep exhales. Okay, we want to keep this position in all of our core and ab exercises. This is what you want to feel. Then 30 seconds, switch to the other side. Inhale. Exhale, press the hand and knee against each other. Abs squeeze down to the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 7 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and release. Next, we're going into dead bugs. My advanced, you're doing straight legs, opposite hand and leg. My modified, we're going from bent knees. Okay, I'm going to do the modified here. 3, 2, 1. Making sure you're always starting with your knees and your hands up, or your feet and your hands up, and it's going to be easy for you when it comes to coordination to start this exercise. Left leg straight, right arm back, pull it back in, and switch. Exhale. Think about that core activation exercise that we just did. That is always the position that you want to find in your hips. Keep it up. 20 more seconds. Ten seconds. Keep that back flat to the ground. 3, 2, 1, and release those feet. Next, we're going from a bent leg to a straight leg V up. So our knees are also starting at 90. Back is flat on the ground. Arms are back overhead. Advanced. You're straightening the legs, lifting your back fully off the ground to your sit bones, and then you're going to lay back down. Modified. I care more about you straightening your legs and the upper back lifting and keeping your lower back on the ground. Okay, so you're not forcing yourself and fighting your legs, okay? You straighten the legs. As a result, your upper body comes off the ground as much as you can. Also focusing on pulling in. If you feel like you can push yourself, you can lift. And again, we don't want any pain in the back here. So if you feel pain, you go a little bit lower. 20 more seconds. This is how we learn to properly engage our abs. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Last exercise, we have bicycles. Here as well, keep these slow today. You have a minute of work. We want to focus on keeping those hips rotated underneath us. 3, 2, start with your knees tucked in and go. Press through the heel, extend, lift up as much as you can. Try to tap that elbow to the knee and switch. And switch. Try to keep the same pace as me, everybody. Exhale as you cross over. If you do start to feel any pain in your back during this, take your feet down to the ground for a few seconds, reset your hips, and then bring it back up to keep going. 30 more seconds. 15 seconds, and we get to go into stretch. 7 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Release. Good. Stretch it out. Extend those arms. Flex those feet. I'm just going to turn off our timer so we can have a nice quiet stretch. And hug your knees into your chest. Rock a bit back and forth. Now you're going to cross your right knee over your left knee as if you're sitting, in a chair with crossed legs. Bring your knees down to the left side into a twist. Arms and head over to the right. This is going to give us a nice deep twist, extension, release through the lower back. Coming back onto your back, switch your legs. Left knee crosses onto the right knee. Knees come down to the right. Arms and head over to the left. And we're going to flip it over into Cobra. Okay, hands underneath your shoulders, pressing up. Pull those shoulders away and down from those ears and twist to look over the right shoulder. And the left. Squeeze your belly, look down. Squeeze your glutes, look up, extend. And sit it back into child's pose. 2 deep breaths. Inhale through the nose, fill the back space up with air. Exhale, release those ribs down towards the ground. Inhale. And exhale. Now you're gonna bring your right arm underneath the left arm, lean onto your shoulder, left arm reaches up towards the ceiling, and you're gonna do some wrist twirls in both directions. Bend your elbow, place your hand on your lower back, and lift and open up the shoulder towards the ceiling. Feel that extension starting to come through the back. You also feel stretch coming through the bottom shoulder. And then release and take it over to the other side. Left hand under right, right arm up towards the ceiling, about 4 circles of the hand in each direction. Bend that elbow, place your hand on your lower back, and open up the shoulder. Pull the shoulder up and away from your ear. Place the hand on the ground and come up to all fours for cat and cow. Inhale, release the ribs. Exhale, tuck the hips underneath you. Inhale. And exhale. Coming to a neutral spine, I want you to rest your hand onto the back of the hand. Okay, so we're going the opposite way than our wrist is used to. Good, take it back and then do the other hand. Good, we're gonna come over, sitting in with a position with our legs crossed. You're gonna place your hand on the ground far from the body, bend that elbow, keep your opposite sit bone on the ground, lifting up, and here we're gonna focus on extending all through the side body. Open up the chest, arm comes back behind you. And arm comes back overhead, look to the ground, and take it to the other side. Bend the elbow, keep that opposite sit bone glued to the ground. If you can't touch the ground with your elbow, that's okay. Lifting up and over, feel that stretch. Arm reaches back behind you, open up the chest. Arm comes back overhead, look towards the ground, and come back to sitting. Interlock your fingers. You're gonna round your back, pull your arms in front of you. I'm just turning so that you can see what's happening in my spine, rounded back. Exhale, release the neck. Inhale, arms come up over the head. And release your arms. We're gonna do a nice neck stretch. Pull the ear down towards the shoulder, press down through your opposite hand. If you don't feel those stretch as deep as you'd like to, you can play with the angle of the head until you find like that right point for you. And take it over to the other side. Interlock your fingers, place both hands behind your head. Elbows in, shoulders down, bring your chin down to your chest, pull in the belly, let your spine round just a little bit. And then open up your elbows, lift the chest up towards the ceiling, gaze follows. And release, crossing the arm over the chest, looking over the shoulders. And switch. And of course, we can't forget about our triceps that worked really hard today. Pressing your head back into that elbow. And switch. Good, release your arms. Take a deep inhale with me, arms come up overhead. Fill your lungs with air. Exhale those hands down to heart center. Thank you very much for joining me in this video, and I'll see you in the next one.